Assalamu alaikum dear students. Our today's topic is types of bar diagrams. We have studied earlier simple bar diagrams and multiple bar diagrams. Simple bar diagrams and multiple bar diagrams. Now today we'll study subdivided bar diagrams or differential bar diagrams. See, subdivided bar diagrams are those diagrams which simultaneously present total values as well as part values of a set of data. Different parts of the bars are shaded with colors. However, different parts of a bar must be shown in the same order for all bars of a diagram. Now this is the illustration. See, this table shows the production of electricity from different sources in India during 2009-10 to 2012-13. Hypothetical data. Now present the data in a subdivided bar diagrams. This is year 2009, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13. This is hydroelectricity, 46 million kWts, and thermal electricity shows 64 million, and total production 110. Now same is the case here. In 2011 this is hydroelectricity 49, thermal electricity 72, total 121, and 2012-13 its hydroelectricity is 51 kWts million kWts, and thermal electricity is 89 million kWts. Now you can show it here. Hydrothermal electricity production in India 2009-10 to 2012-13 million kWts. Now you see, this shade shows hydroelectricity and this shade shows thermal electricity. Now we have to make subdivided bar diagram. This x-axis shows the year, y-axis shows the production. You can see here the total is 110, out of which thermal electricity is 64 and hydroelectricity is 46 in 2009 and 10. That's right. And as you see here, in 2010-2011 hydroelectricity is 49 here, thermal electricity is 72 here, so the total is 121, right? Now here 2011 and 12 hydroelectricity is 48 here, and thermal electricity is 82 million kWts, and the total is 130. If you see here, in 2012-13 hydroelectricity is 51 million kWts and thermal electricity is 89 million kWts. Now this is the subdivided bar diagram, right? Fourth one is percentage bar diagrams. See, percentage bar diagrams are those diagrams which show simultaneously different parts of the values of a set of data in terms of percentage. Total value indicated by total length of a bar is assumed to be 100. Each part thereof is shown as a part of 100. These parts may be shaded with the different colors in order to highlight the difference. In fact, these diagrams are a different form of subdivided bar diagrams. The percentage bar diagrams are used generally when the values are of high magnitude. In such cases, the use of subdivided bar diagrams may not be appropriate because when the value are of high magnitude, some parts of the bar may look very small compared to others. Wide differences in parts of the bars makes comparison difficult. Percentage distribution of the bars in such cases should certainly be a better mode of presenting the data. And the examples given uh, illustrates the percentage bar diagram. Now, this illustration, the gross domestic product by industry of origin at 2004 2005 prices. Gross production of the industry of origin at 2004 and 2005 prices is given for the year 2010 11 and 2011 and 12. 2010 11 and 2011 and 12. Now present this data in terms of percentage bar diagrams. You see, gross domestic product by the industry of origin at 2004-2005 prices in 2011-12 and 2010-11 and 2011-12. This is the sectors, primary, secondary and tertiary. This is year 2010-11 and year 2011-12, right? This is the primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary. This is total. Now the primary sector is in 2010-11 it is $8,22,415 and 2011-12 it is $8,47,744 and secondary sector it is 12,84,941 crore and in 2011-12 it's 13,34,249. In tertiary sector is 28,29,650 and in year 2011-12 it's 30,61,589. Now total is 49,37,006 in year 2010-11 and in 2011-12 it's 52,43,582. Now these data are first reduced to percentage and then present in terms of percentage bar diagrams. Now the percentage contribution of different sectors to nation's income. In year 2010-11 in prime sector it's 16.66 and cumulative percentage is 16.66. In year 2011-12 it's 16.17, cumulative frequency is 16.17. 17 and in year this is the primary sector. Secondary sector is 26.03 in 2010-11, cumulative percentages 42.69 and in tertiary sector is 57.31 and cumulative is 100. So total here is 100 in 2010 and 11 and 2011-12 primary sector 1 is 16.17, secondary sector is 25.45 and cumulative here is 16.7, then 41.62, tertiary sector has 58.38 and cumulative is 100. So the total here is 100. Now gross domestic product by industry of origin in 2010-11 and 2011-12 in crores is shown here. The y-axis shows production X-axis shows year. In 2010-11, primary sector here, this color shows primary, this color shows secondary, and this color shows tertiary. Now in 2010-11, primary sector shows the production 16.66%, and secondary shows 26.03, and tertiary shows 57.31 in 2010-11, right? Now 2011 and 12, the primary shows 16.17, secondary shows 25.47, and tertiary shows 58.37. Now this is the percentage bar diagram. This is the percentage bar diagram, and percentage bar diagrams are those diagrams which show simultaneously different parts of the values of the set of data in terms of percentage. Now the last one is deviation bar diagrams. The deviation bar diagrams are used to compare the net deviation of related variables with respect to time and location. Bars representing positive and negative deviations are drawn above and below the baseline. Such type of diagrams represent the deviations in magnitude as well as in direction. Now this illustration will represent the following data by a deviation bar diagram. Year 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, saving, deficit in crores. 30, minus 20, 10, 15, minus 25, 20. Now you can see this is the deviation bar diagram, the saving deficit 2008 to 2013, right? Now this x-axis shows years to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and this y-axis shows the saving deficit, right? Now as you can see here, in 2008 it was 30 crores, and in 2009 it was minus 20, shows here below, minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 20, and 2010 it's 10, in 2011 it's 15, and in 2012 it's minus 25, in 2013 it is 20. So this is the deviation bar diagram. This is the deviation bar diagram. So the deviation bar diagrams are used to compare the net deviation of related variables with respect to time and location, and bars representing the positive and negative deviations are drawn above and below the base line. Now these are the types of bar diagrams. Thank you very much.